Known in France as La Séquestrée de Poitiers, which roughly translates into the confined woman of Poitiers, 27-year-old French socialite Blanche Monnier was the talk of the town in the upper crust circles of 1876 France. And because of her extreme beauty, she had no shortage of eligible male suitors wishing to take her hand in marriage. Her conservative family was generationally wealthy and firmly entrenched in the French bourgeoisie. That very same year, an older lawyer caught the beauty queen's eye, and she fancied his hand in marriage, much to the chagrin of her powerful mother. Blanche's mother unceremoniously forbade the marriage to what she described as a penniless lawyer. Blanche insisted. However, her mother had other plans and locked her in a tiny, dark and windowless room in the family attic. No one knew where Blanche was, and her mother and brother pretended as if they were just as clueless. 9 years into her incarceration, in 1885, her everlasting love interest died unexpectedly, after which another 16 years would pass. Then, fatefully, in 1901, the Paris Attorney General received an anonymous letter stating, "Monsieur Attorney General, I have the honor to inform you of an exceptionally serious occurrence. I speak of a spinster who is locked up in Madame Monnier's house, half-starved and living on a putrid litter for the past 25 years, in a word, in her own filth." The police decided to investigate and went to the Monnier home, where they were promptly denied entry. They kicked in the door and found a rail-thin, sickly 55-pound woman covered in food scraps, excrement, and insects. The woman was unrecognizable, and the stench of the room was so ungodly foul that officers could not stay in it to perform a proper investigation. Blanche was physically and mentally devastated on such a profound level that it cannot be described accurately in the French and English languages. Her mother and brother were arrested and jailed, but in a cruel twist of fate, her mother became ill and passed away just 15 short days later. Her brother was ultimately found mentally incompetent and released, both greasily slipping through the hands of justice. Blanche never became a functional member of society. But who could blame her? She was robbed of her love, her life, and her liberty for a quarter century. She would die in 1913 in a psychiatric hospital in utter obscurity.